Hello, everybody. Welcome to Broadway.com's Live at 5. It is Monday, February 10th. I'm Caitlin Moynihan.
And I'm Andy Lefkowitz.
And over there, we got Miss Lindsay
Hello.
Sullivan. I love when you're sitting over there.
I love sitting here with you guys.
It's so great. But you know who else I love that's in this room right
Who,
now?
Ms. Moynihan?
Let me tell you, I have a new person I'm obsessed with. His name is Jonny Beauchamp, you guys. He is in KATY KEENE on the CW. It's a new show, and it is just... I'm giving it the chef's kiss approval. That's how much I like it. I've seen the first few episodes, and y'all are in for a treat, and we're going to talk to him today. But before we do that, we're going to do today's top 5.
So film's biggest night, listen, try Broadway's biggest night.
Honestly, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, y'all, the Oscars were last night, which I'm sure you're all aware of. We had some significant presence from Broadway folks. So, Elton John, who is a Tony winner for Aida and Billy Elliot, took home the Oscar for his original song from Rocket Man called I'm Gonna Love Me Again. He made a beautiful speech with his songwriting partner, Bernie Taupin. Also, Renee Zellweger won the Academy Award for her turn as Judy Garland in Judy, which, as you guys know, is a film based off of the play End of the Rainbow by Peter Quilter. Also, we had incredible performances by Tony winners Cynthia Erivo and Idina Menzel, who the latter of whom was joined by 9 more Elsas from all over, these incredible voice Elsas singing from Frozen 2.
I can't pronounce her name. Wilman?
Yes,
Wilman,
the actress who was
Elphaba.
She was Elphaba in Denmark, I believe.
Yeah.
And she also was Jenna in Waitress in Denmark, I believe.
She was. And then she was the voice of Elsa. Oh, they held hands at the end.
It was an incredible night. James Corden was up there in his Cats gear with Rebel Wilson.
I screamed when that happened.
It was pretty special.
I could not believe that they went up there just like their cats.
So, big night for movie folks and Broadway folks.
Definitely.
It was a very exciting Oscars. So a fresh face will be leading the Halloween celebration at the August Wilson Theater 8 times a week.
Yeah, so we're slowly learning who's going to be the new cast of Mean Girls.
Yes.
It started rolling out like last week. I think a lot of our OG North Shore High students are getting ready for their graduation day, which is kind of sad, but is exciting because I'm bearing the lead here. But Laura Lee Turner, she's going to be making her Broadway debut as Karen Smith. Again, she's going to take over the role of Karen beginning March 10th. An original Mean Girl, Kate Rockwell, will play her final performance on March 8th. But, you know, Turner, this is her Broadway debut, but she's been seen in regional and school productions of Memphis, Hairspray, Sister Act, Thoroughly Modern Millie, and Shrek. So she knows what she's doing.
Yes.
And I think the most Karen Smith thing about Laura Lee Turner is that she is a former first runner-up of the Miss Arkansas pageant.
Yes.
I just think that is the most beautiful and perfect bio.
I love it.
You know, as previously announced, also joining Laura Lee on the March 10th will be Chad Burris, who will be taking over the role of Damian Hubbard, and Olivia Kaufman, who will be stepping up into the role of Jana Sarkeesian. We still don't know who the new homeschool jungle freak, a.k.a. Katie Heron, will be. We know that Miss Erica Henningsen is actually bowing out this month.
She is,
at
February
the end of the
22nd.
month.
So she'll be Flying Over Sunset.
She'll be Flying Over Sunset, so it's really exciting. So we still don't really know who will be taking over that role, but yeah, we're really excited for everything that's happened over at North Shore.
Yes, North Shore. Karen's such a fun role. The glass slipper isn't all audiences are going to find in the new Cinderella movie.
What?
Whoa.
I like that.
So
we got some more casting for the upcoming Cinderella movie musical.
I keep forgetting
This is the one that features Camila Cabello in the title role. We found out that James Corden and John Mulaney will team up as mice/footmen in the film.
I can't wait.
Now, we don't know too much about this film aside from the casting, but in addition to those folks, Idina Menzel and Billy Porter are going to appear as the evil stepmother and the fairy godmother, respectively. So it hits cinemas on February 5th, 2021. So keep your eyes peeled.
I'm busy that day. A slew of stage favorites are joining forces for a very special night.
Yeah, 54 Below. They're really cranking things out over there. So there's going to be a really awesome night honoring singer-songwriter Ryan Scott Oliver, who we love here. So it's this concert. It's going to be titled RSO/54, which Ryan Scott Oliver/54 below. I'm assuming this is going to be on March 31st at 7 p.m. And he's going to be joined by some of the most beautiful stage singing people ever. That includes Tony winner Lindsay Mendez, Ashley Park, Kate Baldwin, Christy Altomare, Ben Fankhauser. There's actually was like a huge long list that took up 4 lines.
It's a lot of
incredible people who I've worked with Ryan in a lot of his projects. Some of his projects do include Mrs. Sharp, Darling, Jasper and Deadland, We Foxes, Rope, Other Body, 3 Points of Contact, which I love.
It's amazing.
Also, guys, Ryan Scott Oliver is also the one that's going to be bringing Hugo, the musical, to life. So that's very exciting. And it says here that we're going to get some world premiere from Oliver's latest work, which has me thinking maybe some Hugo will be happening.
Yes.
So Joshua Zecker Ross is serving as the evening's musical director. But yeah, be sure to get your tickets March 31st at 7 p.m. because I have a feeling this thing is going to sell out rather quickly.
Definitely.
Yes. So hot take, Cheek to Cheek is a great Lady Gaga album. It's also this.
Yes. So we found out today that 4-time Tony-nominated director-choreographer Randy Skinner will be helming an Irving Berlin tribute called Cheek to Cheek.
Yes.
Irving Berlin in Hollywood.
Go cheek to cheek.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh,
I love
that's
it.
the
Thank
This will be taking place off-Broadway at the York Theater Company. It'll kick off performances on April 17th and officially open on April 23rd. And Cheek to Cheek is an all-singing, all-dancing celebration of the most famous songs that Irving Berlin composed for the silver screen. Randy Skinner is no stranger to this kind of choreography. He's earned Tony nominations for Ain't Broadway Grand, 42nd Street, Irving Berlin's White Christmas, and Dames at Sea, all of which offer homages to amazing dancing and glittery silver screen magic. So definitely check this out. It will run for a limited engagement through May 17th at the York.
Definitely. And also we got some fun things on the site. We got a first look at Darling Grenadine, which is starting. It's been in previews for quite some time, but it opens soon.
Yes.
We actually have a star of Darling Grenadine coming on Live at 5 tomorrow. And today we're continuing our Black History Month celebration. And as we've been having awesome Black stage icons honoring their favorite Black performers as well. So today we learned a little bit about how much Montego Glover loves Alvin Ailey. And she wrote a beautiful tribute to him. And I think we also have some fun Oscars coverage going up, a lot of gifts. So be sure to go check it out.
Yes, guys.
Well, Andy, I love having you here.
I love having you here.
I'd love someone else in this room a little bit more. So,
it's all good.
Lindsay, could you tell us a little bit more about today's guest?
Gosh, I'd be honored in those pants. Yes, sir. Okay. Jonny Beauchamp can currently be seen in the brand new CW series KATY Keene as George Lopez. He's previously appeared on screen in Penny Dreadful, Chicago PD, Nerve, and more. Jonny is also a friend of the stage and received his BA in theater performance with a minor in gender and sexuality studies from my alma mater, Marymount Manhattan College. Go Griffins. Okay. Be sure to follow him on social media at Jonny Beauchamp and leave all your questions in the comments below. Welcome, Jonny and Caitlin.
Hi. Jonny! Guys, I have been watching nothing but Jonny's face for the past 2 days.
It's amazing.
Because you are in KATY Keene.
Yes.
You're in this huge spin-off. Can you just tell everybody what KATY Keene is, where people can watch it, and a little bit about the show? Because you guys, it's going to be your new obsession, I promise.
We're super excited, actually. So we are a spin-off of Riverdale. So KATY Keene was actually a character from the Archie comics way back when, and she has some really kind of iconic covers as well, many of which you've probably seen certain pop stars emulate, which is awesome. And so we have a little spin-off show, and it's basically 4 friends, hopeful dreamers in New York City that want to make it, And so we've got Josie from Riverdale. She comes over, and she may or may not be rebuilding the Pussycats. We've got our KATY Keene, who's just a dream, Lucy Hale, and we've got a really fun kind of it girl named Pepper Smith, played by my dear friend Julia Chan. And I actually play
and you.
And so I got lucky though, because although I do play an iconic Archie character, her name is Ginger Lopez, we've reimagined her. So I play Jorge Lopez, and I've got big Broadway dreams, right? But I keep hearing, no, I'm not this enough, or I'm not that enough, or I'm too skinny, or I'm too femme, or whatever. And he takes all these kind of negatives and makes one giant, glamorous positive, and he names her Ginger Lopez.
Oh, I love it.
And that's just been super fun to kind of embody and kind of see where that gets to go. And we have the same creators, Michael Grassi and Roberto, who you probably know writes amazing books for musicals,
Yes.
American Psycho, Spider-Man, just to name a few.
American Psycho.
Oh, I know.
I
I,
know.
Oh, we need to talk about American Psycho.
I
Like,
love it. Justice for American Psycho.
oh,
my God.
Justice for American. Like, oh, we need. Okay,
We'll
sorry
have a talk.
guys.
We'll
sorry.
have a talk afterwards.
For
Sorry.
sure. And so we like to do nods to the characters, you know. So like Ginger Lopez in the comics, she's got like this really full brown hair with these two blonde streaks, a la Ginger Spice. And so every time Jorge dons Ginger, he's always got the iconic kind of streaks in the hair and stuff. So we're really excited. I mean, it's an origin story, so none of us really achieved success very quickly. It's more about the climb and less about like the win. And it's a little bit different from Riverdale, but I think that people who like Riverdale will still really like it because it's still kind of got those kind of comic pops and that amazing lighting with the glorious atmosphere smoke that we just love.
So far, there's been a little less murder in KATY KEENE than in Riverdale.
A little less.
Just a little less murder than Riverdale, because there's a lot happening
a lot of
over
it's
there.
the murder capital of the world, apparently.
And, well, I was going to say, Josie has a lot of funny jokes about Riverdale and that. So how did this even come up in your life? Because, so as Lindsay said, you've been on TV before. You know the deal. But, you know, how did this kind of come up for you? And, you know, maybe you can touch a little bit more about, you know, you went to school for theater. So how did this, like, TV, and this kind of combines both things for you?
Completely.
Because your character's up there doing open calls, doing pirouettes.
Directed and choreographed by the great Kelly Devine, who's like now my mentor and life coach.
I love it.
I love her so much.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I gotta be honest, my original dream, you know, I was a song and dance boy. Like I thought musical theater was my lane, that, you know, I've been training in music theater since I was a kid. I always really wanted to sing, and I never really thought that I could very well. So I was like, oh, stat, I'll be an actor and then they'll let me sing. And so I started just really razzmatazz. Like I went to a theater summer camp called Long Lake Camp with Barrett Wilbert
Really?
Weed from Mean Girls. Yeah, we actually went to camp and I went to boarding school with her.
Oh my gosh, hey Barrett,
Our
hey
friend
girl.
Jen Apple is actually on the band's visit tour. My bestie Molly's actually in the Plaza Suite with her, Jessica Parker.
Oh my
Cannot
gosh.
wait. So we kind of all went to
Yeah.
this like sleepaway camp, and that was really informative for me. And you know, music theater just is where my heart was. And I auditioned for every Broadway show I could get in for. And I didn't always get to the final round, but I usually make it pretty far. But
pretty
I
good.
always got cut, like for Spring Awakening, In the Heights, Rent.
You were a Spring Awakening baby.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I ended
Man.
up getting to do Spring Awakening, which is really awesome. We did like the first regional premiere in Asbury Park.
Oh really?
Yeah. With Revision Theater, which isn't actually with us anymore, but it was a really fun summer.
Cool.
And it was kind of cool to kind of do Spring Awakening sans Michael Mayer and Bill T. Jones, who I adore.
Yeah.
But it was a little bit different in terms of the visual and the choreography. And I got that while I was at Marymount, actually.
Okay.
I kind of got in trouble for auditioning for it, but
It worked out well.
Totally. And I actually really liked my time there as well. And I just got really lucky. Theater wasn't really booking me. I'd done a lot of off Broadway stuff. And I got this one movie called Thirsty, which was a biopic for this like amazing drag queen named Thirsty Burlington out of P-Town. So I got to play young Thirsty, and I had done like an Under 5 on TV before, but that was like the first time that I was like, oh, like I'm in multiple
It's a
scenes,
thing.
you know, it's a thing. I got to sing in that as well, sang live. I sang I Don't Know How to Love Him by Angela Weber and Jeans Curse Superstar.
Roll clip. Just kidding, we don't have that tech abilities yet, but go find it.
And then I was like, oh wow, maybe I can do that. Maybe I can do this film thing. Like I never thought that was my lane.
Wow.
Because I'm just so different. You know, everyone's
Yeah.
like, you're so different.
Oh.
And I didn't think
What are you
that was.
supposed to take that back? Yeah.
I took it as a positive,
Yeah.
but you know, I don't know how it was always meant. And then this movie came about called Stonewall, which like just made all my dreams come true. I
Wow.
always wanted to be one of the people who got to tell that story.
Beautiful.
And I kind of manifested it. It didn't go as well as planned, but I mean, it really taught me everything I know about filmmaking and like
Wow.
acting on film. I really learned from Roland Emmerich and making that movie.
Cool.
And then I like piggybacked right from Stonewall into Penny Dreadful. So I moved to Ireland.
Yeah.
Was out there for 10 months, shot Penny Dreadful, which was like amazing.
Yeah.
Ugh. Like,
Penny Dreadful wasn't. Is that what?
it's on
Reeve Carney?
Showtime. Reeve Carney. Yeah,
So
my
now
boy Reeve.
Broadway, right across the street of Hadestown. What's up, Reeve?
Way down, Hades down, way down under the ground. I loved Hades Town.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Wait, you can just sing forever if you want. But wow. Okay, so we Andre DeShields. We have somebody who can sing with you.
Andre's on our.
Spoiler.
I think I went off on a tangent, but basically that's how I kind of got into film acting, and then
Wow.
everything dried up. Everything dried up. I lost everything. I lost my agent, my manager, my
gosh.
team, everything, and I was penniless and like more or less homeless. Like I was
Yeah.
sleeping on my mom's couch and like kind of figuring out what I was doing. And I was working at the Cornelia Street Cafe, and that's when I got the first message for KATY KEENE, and it actually came. The first message came from my a friend of mine's mom, who's a manager, and she said, "Kid, I don't know who you're working with, but I got to put you out for this role. You're meant to." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then another friend who was like my understudy in an off 4/7 offs Broadway revival of Last Day of Jesus Iscariot.
Oh
She was
my
I played
gosh.
Saint Monica, which is like awesome.
Oh my gosh, fun.
Yeah, and she was my understudy. Now she's an assistant, or now she's actually like a manager or something. She was like, "I'd love to meet with you. I want to put you up for this role in KATY KEENE." I was like, "Oh, this is amazing!" And then I got a call from my agent who I was freelancing with for 2 years but hadn't booked anything, and she's like, "So have you heard of KATY KEENE?" And I was like, "No."
Yeah.
And she was like, "Well, you have an appointment for it tomorrow." And I was like, "Oh, wait, is this that thing with the thing with the thing?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, amazing. Can I have a script?" She's like, "Oh, yeah, sure."
Can I have this thing, please?
Yeah, totally. So I read the script and I was like, "Oh my God." Like I've never seen myself like on the page before. I usually play people that are super different. But I saw myself. I
Wow.
saw myself when I was starting out. Like post school, like what do I do? What the F? Like this is hard and scary and
Yeah.
there's no book or class to teach you.
Yeah.
And then I just knew that I had to do it. And this was like
Wow.
my one, I suppose it wasn't my one chance, but it felt that way.
Felt like it, yeah.
And I just was relentless about it, and I'm really glad it worked out this way.
It's amazing. And I think I love it so much because we get to have, like, I mean, who doesn't love, like, a fun TV show about people, like, moving to New York City? Hey, you grew up in New York City?
Yeah.
How does it feel to kind of, like, be able to film in the city and like, how does it feel for you being, like, a native New Yorker to be able to film this in the city?
Caitlin, it feels so good. It feels so good because I love this city. I'm a product of New York City. I probably wouldn't be who I am if I didn't kind of live in New York City. The fast pace, all of the culture, all of the theater. Like when I was growing up, you can get student tickets for anything. So like and they used to be cheap too. I think the top ticket was like $35 for a student ticket. Like you usually got in for 20. Like we saw everything, all the Shakespeare in the parks every summer. The public theater is like so great to students, and so I felt like a real hug from like the theater community as a kid, and it gave me my passion for theater and performance, and being able to kind of be someone who gets to like be the vessel for that kind of character, someone who's born Latino, queer, Broadway baby in New York. I mean, like I would be happy for whoever got the part, but I'm really glad it's me.
And I feel like you can totally tell. Looks like you're just having so much fun. Like, and what was it like for you? Because this isn't a spoiler, I promise. But your character wants to be on Broadway.
Yes.
And your character has two very different open call auditions. What was it like for you as Jonny to be able to kind of go on stage and have like a chorus line moment?
Both thrilling and terrifying. Because I've always wanted a chorus line moment. I just thought it would be different. And it was terrifying because Kelly Devine had handpicked like the who's who of Broadway choruses. I mean, if you pan...
No, I noticed a lot of people.
Right?
I was like, was that person?
Yeah,
Oh, they're
you can
in
see them
Hadestown.
all,
Okay.
and they're so wonderful. They all learned the chorus. I had been working on it for like a couple days because I was like, gotta get in shape. I hadn't danced in so long. I had like given up that dream. I was like, well, that's not gonna happen for me. And so I was playing catch up, and then all these people, they walked in, they nailed it in 2 takes, and I was like, I have to step it up. So I was really scared. But they were so supportive of me. And like, it was, they never messed up. It was always me. And I was like, we gotta go again. Like sweating. And they're like, sure. And I'm like,
let me do this sweat day one more
I
time.
know. They were so generous to me. And it felt really, I think the best part of it though was second round, second audition.
Yes.
I kind of get to tell this casting director a little piece of my mind. Not overtly rude, but I think that I might say a lot of the things that a lot of us are feeling, especially like in their shoes and in the moment. I mean, we know that the name of the game, rejection, is next door to like waking up in the morning, but sometimes, I mean, just to have that opportunity to kind of say those things. And I think that's one of the places where Jorge, Ginger, and I are different. Because you know what?
yeah.
I don't think I'd have the gall
Yeah.
to really,
Like, just like, you.
to say that. But I would be lying if I said I hadn't felt it.
And it's you singing Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend.
Oh, 100%.
Come on. And it's on Spotify and iTunes.
Yes.
So, like, highly recommend you guys go listen to it.
Please do.
Okay. Quick fire round questions before we go to your fan questions. Okay. Who was your dream, like, Broadway idol growing up?
Daphne Vega.
And she's in KATY Keene.
I know! I know!
We talked about it. She was on Live at 5. You're sitting in the same chair. She sat right here. Yeah.
She just texted me, by the way. She was like, have a great time. I was
Oh,
like,
I love Daphne. She's the
I-
best. We love Daph over here.
I actually did write a paper on Daphne, like in school. My teacher, it's so funny you brought this up. My teacher wrote me on Instagram the other night, and she was like, because I had posted me and Daphne rapping.
Yeah.
And she was like, I still have your essay where you were like talking about her like vocal candor and like why she whatever. And she was like, you swore in it too, so we had to have a conversation. It was like the best essay. I've just been a ride or die for Daphne since the first time since I saw it was a Rent poster. I think it might have been for like Got Milk or whatever.
Oh my
And it was like
gosh.
black and white. And she's just like hiking up her dress a little bit, and she's like ripped fishnets and these shorts, and I'm like, who is this creature? And then I went to see Jane Eyre.
Oh my gosh.
When I was a kid, which I loved at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Oh, I know it by heart. And in the playbill was Rocky Horror was doing
Oh
like
my
a spread. And I was like, wait, that's Daphne Vega.
It's my milk girl.
I need to see. So I convinced my mother to have my 12th birthday at the Circle in the Square.
No.
At Rocky Horror Show.
That was your 12th
It was
birthday?
my 12th birthday. Raul Esparza, Tom Hewitt, Joan Jett was in it. Deidre Goodwin was in the ensemble. It was amazing.
Bye.
Sebastian Lacoste, I think. I forget how to say his last name. He was also like a dancer in the movie Chicago. And Daphne. And it was just Alice Ripley.
Oh my
Jared
gosh, yes.
Emery. I lost my damn mind. And I'll never forget like her coming in because she was like an usherette.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
So I was like, I think that's her. I think that's her. Is that her? That looks like her, right? And then like the lights went up and she's just like, my Coroni was ill the day the earth stood still. And I lost my mind. And I've been a diehard ever since.
Oh,
Yeah.
I cannot. And like, what would you tell your like middle school self? Like, do you think your middle school self will be able to believe where you are right now?
No, but I would say, buckle up, sis. Keep up those manifestations because if I was one thing, I was a dreamer. I really had big dreams and like, people, I'm very confident. We all get self-conscious and we all get nervous and we're all shy, I think, but I always believed in myself and I always believed in my talent. And I think that rubbed people the wrong way growing up. It might have come across as arrogant. I wasn't arrogant, but I didn't do the whole, I suck. Like, well, that wasn't good. Like, I was like, I nailed that.
Yeah.
But, that didn't necessarily always play for me. Like, I was never popular in that capacity. I was always kind of an outsider, which I guess I kind of did to myself. I just, I didn't really question. I was like, this is what I want to do. I think I'm good enough to do this. This is my dream, and I'm going to go. And I was always a dreamer. And I dreamed of working with Daphne. I used to tell her all the time, I'm like, you're going to be my mom one day. I used to say it all the time to her out at the stage door all the time. And, Bernadette Peters.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Curly hair icon, right?
Hello.
And-
I also like run into her all the time
Oh,
because
really?
she lives in the same neighborhood as my
Yeah.
mom, and so now she's like, oh, we ran into each other at the AMC, and I was like helping her out of the cab, and she's like, what are you seeing? And I was like, Bombshell. It was so cool, and Patty LuPone. I mean, Patty was on Penny Dreadful at the same scene.
Yeah.
We didn't have any scenes together,
Oh.
but we did share a hallway. And anytime
I mean, that's all you need to put in your special skills resume. Shared a hallway.
And
with
she
Patty
would
LuPone.
always greet me with, "Is that Johnny?"
You're just
Unbelievable.
living.
I was living my
You're
best. You know what
living
I'm
your
saying?
best
And
life,
there's
Johnny.
so many Broadway babies on the show. There's so many
Yes.
cameos. I mean, Tanya Pinkins is
Yes.
in it.
Oh my
She's in all the
gosh.
trailers. Like, it's just a gift. This show is, for me, has been a gift that just keeps on giving because not only am I now making a living as an actor again, which is such a feat, I
Yeah.
think, and so special.
100%.
If you get to say that you do that, that's such a gift. And so I really wear that with humble honor.
Yeah.
That's amazing. But I'm also getting to work with so many people that like kind of got me to this journey. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
how many times do you, after an audition, listen to Bernadette sing "Move On"? because sometimes you just have to let it go. You know, how many
Yeah.
times am I working on like that rock pop 16 bar cut, and I'm like, how would Daphne dress this? Like, where would the squeal go? Where would, like, you know, like, to have the opportunity to call these people peers, and they're so lovely. They're so kind, and they're generous. They're generous with me, and they give me advice, and they, I mean, I think I'm just going on and on about it, but
It's okay.
I'm just really, I couldn't be happier to do this show, and I just feel really lucky.
I love that. And now remind everybody where they can, when, where, and how they can watch KATY KEENE.
Well, we are on every Thursday night at 8 o'clock on the CW network. But for those of you who have jobs, which I know a lot of you do, we also, on Fridays, like the Friday after every episode airs, it will be available for free on the CW app, which is also free.
Come on.
Come on now,
You
free
have no
CW.
excuses to
None at
not
all.
watch KATY KEENE, you guys. It's going to be our new, like, what I was about to say fall obsession, but is still winter. So winter into spring.
Get cozy.
Obsession. And you're going to want to dance with John, you're going to sing with Josie, you're going to wear KATY KEENE's clothes,
And
you
you
want to
wanna-
just be Pepper's friend.
Yeah.
You just wanna
you're
be her friend.
You're really gonna want to be. Oh, and invade her closet. Like Pepper probably has like the best.
She has
Like
best clothes.
Katie has really good wardrobe, but like Pepper
she's
has like the best accessories.
Yes.
You'll see like as the season goes, like Pepper blows my mind.
Amazing. Johnny, thank you so much for coming and talking to us.
Some fan questions?
Do we have time for fan
We
questions?
can do one. Do you want to do a
Okay,
quick one?
yes.
Yes. Someone asked. Well, this is actually perfect because you guys were just talking about like triple threading and everything.
For sure.
Carrie asked, "What was the audition process like for KATY KEENE? What was kind of thrown at you?"
I'll tell you right now. So basically, we had 2 scenes, and then they asked me to sing like 16 bars of a song a cappella. And so I did that, and I just didn't want to lose it, right? And I knew that they were going to cast us out of LA, and I knew that this was going to be a tape that was going to go to LA. So I took like a big risk, you guys. I don't know if I don't know if you should do this, but on my way out, I asked the casting agent, Bully Misha, was like, hey, like, I know that this is like, this character's super sassy and like has swag and is like super street. Like, do you mind, can I just do a rap for you? And she was kind of taken aback, but she said, okay. So I actually did like the only Nicki Minaj rap that like is really PC. I did Moment for Life because the musical theater student in me was like, this is great for Jorge, but this is also like kind of like the through line of the whole pilot episode is like
cool.
believing in yourself and leaning on the people
Yeah,
you
yeah.
love, but really this is your moment. And I did like the first 32 bars of that.
Come on.
And she was really taken with it and was like, oh wow, that was pretty good. Okay, so I knew in my head, I was like, okay, now my tape is definitely gonna make it to LA. Like even if I was wrong,
Yeah.
I had made myself a wild card,
Yeah.
and I knew that was gonna go to LA. And so lo and behold, 2 days later, I flew to LA, had a screen test, network test, director sessions, and every audition for it, they said, we heard you do this rap, and it actually ended up making it into the show.
Oh, spoilers! Johnny, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming
Thanks for
today. We
having
could
me.
talk for literally hours, and we will
Yes.
after we.
I was just
Say
such a
goodbye to
fan.
everybody.
Like I kind of was always on your guys' website when I was a kid. Like
Aw.
Broadway.com is like kind of in my like realm. So to kind of be here now, being on like the 5 Live, like it's really cool. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, Caitlin.
Of course. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Lindsay, could you take us on out?
Absolutely. Thank you guys for watching. We are live at 5 every single weekday here on Facebook, and you can listen to us wherever you get those podcasts by searching for the hashtag live at 5 and hitting that subscribe button. Be sure to tune in when we talk with Adam Cantor of Darling Grenadine tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be a blast.